Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily if it is your first time here, and in today's video we are going to be doing the next rotation of my Shop My Stash series here on my YouTube channel. So I'm gonna do it like just a little bit different. I'm not going to talk about the stuff that was in last month's bag this time. Basically what this is going to be is we're going to go through the stuff that is in this next upcoming month's bag and then do the makeup look, and that's it, and we'll see how it goes. So without further ado, let's just jump right into what is going to be in this next rotation of my Shop My Stash. So for my eyeshadow primer, I'm going to go back to my Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I want to use this up so bad, and I also am soon going to be switching up the way that I do my Shop My Stashes here on my, not my Shop My Stashes, my project pan. So you will probably see this being mentioned in that very soon, but I just want to use this up. I am so tired of having it. The two eyeshadow products for my one and done shadow, I'm going to be doing the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Dream Lover. It looks like this. It is this really gorgeous duochrome. And for the single shadow, we have another really pretty shadow, and it is the clionadh Jeweled Multichrome in the shade... Hey, don't you be knocking stuff down. And then for the single shadow, we have the clionadh Jeweled Multichrome in the shade Anil, which obviously is on my eyes today, but this one is unbelievably pretty. For my black eyeliner, we have a newer one to my collection. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Zero. So far, it's nice. That's all I gotta say so far, I guess. And then for the colored eyeliner, we have the NYX Epic Wear Liner Stick in the shade Periwinkle Pop. It is this really gorgeous kind of like light lavender shimmery shade, and I really enjoy that formula, so I'm excited to have that one in this rotation. For my brow products, we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo in the shade Dark Brown. I've had this one in like the past 2 or 3 rotations. It's just what I use to fill in my brows. And then for like my gel type product, we are going back to the Patrick Ta Shaping Wax, the tinted one. As you can see, this one is also almost completely gone. I really enjoy this, and I just have a little thing of water that I keep with it. I will be keeping in my NYX glitter primer as I always do. I use that with almost every single shimmer shadow just because I find that it helps them stick better and it helps prolong the wear of the shimmers a little bit better. I have my Japonesque lash curler, and then for my mascara, I have the Beauty For Real High Def Mascara in Just Black. This one has a really interesting like tiny little plastic applicator, but I find that it deposits and combs through the product really amazingly, and I've really been enjoying using this, so I'm excited to have it in my rotation. I think that's it for the eye products, so now we'll move on to complexion. My moisturizer type product is the Fresh Lotus Youth Preserve Dream Face Cream. This is just a little deluxe sample. I love using these as face primers, deluxe samples of stuff that I get. I'm also testing out the Dr. Jart Cicapair Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment. I got this as a Sephora Points perk, and I just am kind of interested in seeing how this works, so this is going to be in this rotation, and I will be trying to remember to use it every day that I do my makeup just to kind of test it out. For my foundation, I'm going to be doing the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. I feel like I haven't used this in a while, and so I'm actually quite excited to get some use out of this. It is a little bit more full coverage than what I have been loving recently, which is like almost no coverage, so I might play around with it to see how I can get it to be a little bit less coverage to what I've been liking recently, but just because I haven't used this in a while, I am excited to have it in here. I have my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector, as I always do. For my concealer, I have pulled the RMS Beauty Uncoverup Concealer in the shade 11. This is just like a tiny bit too yellow for me, but I don't think it's so yellow that it's worth like pulling in a lavender color corrector to help adjust the shade. So I'm just going to kind of deal with the color and hopefully that's all right. For my loose powder, this is actually currently in my project pan, and like I said, I am going to be changing up the way that I do my project pan, so you will be seeing this for a while. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This is one of the best loose powders, in my opinion, in existence. It is a drugstore product too, which is so great, but it is such a good powder and it is so close to being done, so I'm just gonna be keeping this in everything, you know. Then for my all over face setting powder, I have the Becca Light Shifter Finishing Veil in the shade Scattering 1. As you can see, I have now used quite a bit of this. The imprint on it is almost completely gone. I really enjoy this powder, so I'm excited to have it into this rotation. And then the setting spray, I'm going to be keeping in my Item Beauty One Hit Face Mist. This I have actually really been enjoying, so I'm glad that that is the setting spray that I currently have. And now we're going to move on to the cheek products. So for my bronzer, I have this little mini size of the Nars Laguna bronzer. I believe that this was the birthday gift that I chose this year from Sephora. I have really been enjoying the Nars Laguna bronzer, so I'm also very excited to have this into my rotation. I have one of my favorite blushes. This is the Ciate London Marbled Light blush in the shade Halo. For my highlight, I did pull in my Auric Beauty Glow Lust in the shade Selenite. I probably won't be using this as a all over face primer kind of like glow product for this rotation, just because I will be using it as like a more pinpointed highlighter. And then moving on to lips, I have my St. Luxe lip liner in the shade Love Letter. This is also currently in my project pan, so I enjoy when I have project pan products in my Shop My Stash because it like really just forces me to use them. For my lipstick, as you can see, it is this bright lipstick. It is the ColourPop Lippie Sticks in the shade Parachute. It is their Matte X formula. I really do like their Matte X formula, and this color is so gorgeous, and I think it's a really pretty color for like springtime as well. And then for my lip gloss, I have the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Queen Cobra. I think this released with their That's Taupe collection, but it's this really pretty, like, on the lips, it ends up looking like completely sheer with just like some silver sparkle in it. So let's move on to the makeup look. And that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I think just because of how crazy and hectic my life is, my Shop My Stashes will probably be like this from here on out, just because it makes them a little bit quicker and a little bit easier to film. I hope you enjoyed. Hope it didn't throw you off too much. If you did enjoy this video, I hope you will give it a thumbs up before you go, and maybe even subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!